Well, guys, last week was not that much of a success, but we rearranged some stuff. I dug deeper into the account to find some goodies, and, well, let's try again this week. What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm Traxamax, and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, we're on the Only Voids account, the account where we're only allowed to use Void Champions. And last week, we went ahead and got our Mithrala into a stone set build, just to try and tackle the arena. Now, this was not great, not optimal. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out, and you will see what happened and why it was not that great. Now, one of the things that I think is that just having single Mithrala and Stone Skin doesn't really benefit us that much. We really need some other champions in Stone Skin, I think. So I dug deeper into the account to see what kind of builds we could actually do. And usually what you want to have is you want to have some kind of nuker in a Stone Skin build, right? Because they die pretty easily, or you want like a very fast reviver that can also pick up your guys back up and give them turn meter boost or something like that. Now, we don't really have that on the account other than Arbiter, but the main reason why we're using Stone Skin is because we don't get our Arbiter in the first place, right? So we want a team that can potentially go second and still have a chance at maybe taking the game, right? In a live arena situation, that is. So this is not Mithrala's usual build, right? I've showed this in the past. Her usual build is actually this one right here, which is just a regeneration perception. I just got done finishing, what's it called? Scarab King on hard with this. I can show you right now. We just got ourselves a Void Shard from, not this, from this guy right here, and took me 87 turns. This guy didn't really do anything. I thought maybe he could actually hang with her for a while, but he just basically gets one shot once the shields go down. And these just help me clear the waves and get some extra poison damage early on onto the boss. But Mithrala just cleans it up by herself in that specific build I just showed you. But for this video, we're doing the Stone Skin again, of course. And we had to go and look for some Stone Skin accessories that we could place on our damage dealers. Now, I didn't go ahead and level all the Stone Skin gear up. I kind of leveled up who I thought might be the better options. I say this because there is, in fact, a dude I kind of left out. And who knows, maybe he's for next week or another time. I left out this guy right here, this Slix's Stripe Hide. Now, I do have two pieces of Stone Skin accessory for him, so he could be a potential Stone Skin user in one of the next videos. But for now, I just opted to use this gal right here, which I was already using. So as you can see, we've put her into a 4-piece Stone Skin. Her original build is, in fact, this one right here that says Clown Boss. So she's 40 speed slower, which is quite a lot. She has a little bit more crit rate, I mean, and she has a little bit more crit damage, and her attack actually went up quite a bit as well in the current build. But she is 40 speed slower, so she is hopefully not going to lose her Stone Skin, because then she's just going to melt immediately. But with this build, I'm hoping that perhaps she can actually put a dent into some of the teams. Again, I've said this a million times, 83% crit rate, it's no biggie because her AoE actually gives her an increased crit rate and increased crit damage. So she'll actually be at a whopping 300, what is that, 24%, and she'll be way above the crit rate threshold that she needs to be, so that's all good. I could have went ahead and farmed some extra oils for this video, but I didn't really feel like doing that anymore. I already spent a bunch of time trying to figure out the builds for these guys, so we might do that in the future. Optimize this build, get her some extra ascensions and stuff like that, right? The second option I went for instead of the Lizard is actually Sir Nicholas. Now, Sir Nicholas was already in a lethal set, but he did not have a Stone Skin. Now, his Stone Skin is not optimal. To say it's pretty bad actually, but I think the build itself is still okay. One of the reasons why I opted to go for him is because we're using Lady Noelle anyway, right? Like the two already coupled together really, really well. So you might as well just have this guy in there as well, right? Just to get all the benefits that you get from Lady Noelle and him together, was my opinion at least. And he's still a decent nuker. He's definitely not a bad one. And if, for instance, the opponents would, let's say we pick this guy or girl, we pick him, we pick her, we pick Mithrala. What will happen most likely is they'll ban this one because, oh no, she's the speed booster. We need to get rid of her. She's the reviver. We need to get rid of her. Well, these three will be in Stone Skin, right? And in that scenario, I'm hoping is that Mithrala can put up the attack up, right? He can perhaps put up a unkillable buff, and she just comes in and hopefully swoops everything. And, you know, with the backup of the unkillable and stuff, maybe we have a shot. Now, Mithrala has an Orb of Transfixion, and also Sir Nicholas has Orb of Transfixion. So we also have a little bit of a chance of buff stripping in there as well. And 10%, well, I think it's actually maybe even more. Yeah, so that's 15% there, and this one is actually 25% chance, okay? So at least if it adds up. I don't know if that adds up, because often it's only like 5% of the 10%. If that's the case, well, then this, I don't even know why you would want this, to be honest, but let's just assume it's 25%. So yeah, there's some potential buff stealing as well going on. So yeah, that's the idea for today. I don't know if it's going to work out or not. I also don't know if I should be actually using these guys, even if I do get my Arbiter, right? If it's actually smart to just try them out with their Stone Skin builds in the current situation as well. I feel like if I do get Arbiter, I probably want Ieyasu because, well, he goes through Stone Skin and he can block revive and all that good stuff. Unfortunately for him, I did not have any Stone Skin, or at least no two different pieces of Stone Skin. I do have Stone Skin, but they're just the same. They're the same amulet. Unless I, maybe, wait, hold up. Let's do this. No. So there you go. There's no equipped, nothing like that, nothing hiding in the background. So unfortunately, I could not put this guy in Stone Skin, because if I could, he would immediately be put in Stone Skin, and I think most of my problems in Live Arena would just be over, because he can single-handedly take out a whole team. So there's that. But yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do today, guys, and see if we can do any better than last week. I mean, that shouldn't be too hard, right? Because last week was pretty horrible, so haven't been doing much on the account other than leveling up some dudes for the training that's going on right now. Well, we got our Arbiter, so there's a start already. Leveling up some dudes for the training event, getting some masteries on some champions. Now that Minotaur has the double thing on again, super raids or whatever they call it. A bomber, huh? So maybe I don't want Stone Skin in that case. Let's see. We'll see though. Maybe I still just grab the Stone Skin dudes. Or is this a bot perhaps? Because they are picking pretty slow. They're picking pretty slow, and they're picking kind of weird champions as well. Go ahead and grab her. I wish we could switch around blessings too, because she uses this blessing for the collab boss, but obviously here, this blessing is not that great. You would much rather have a different blessing, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this gal. Seems like the speed booster of the team, and yeah, we'll figure it out from there, I guess. But this might be a bot. It's very possible that we lost the last 3 that we did. Let's see here. So yeah, I think this is a bot, pretty sure. Get rid of this guy. I don't really need to do that yet, so I'm not going to do that. Almost killed them through the freeze, right? Ooh, but she gets a turn. That's not good. I don't know why she got a turn, because she was frozen. I guess she got rid of the thing. Now she takes another turn. What the? Well, at least she killed herself. And there we go. Okay. That was weird. I guess it was perhaps the mastery that gets rid of the debuff or something like that, right? Yeah, pretty sure this is a bot. Let's go and check real quick. No. Wait, what? not a bot. Actual leader of a clan. Okay, I'm sorry, dude. I thought the way you were picking, maybe we're just like autoing or something, or maybe we're just picking random champions. I don't know. Maybe they might have been going soft on me or something. I don't know. Whatever it is, I'll take the dub for sure. Oh, show. Andy bro, hi. What's up, Andy bro? Okay, so we will take these two. Got the pair, and we'll try and see if our idea comes through here. So I'm grabbing these. We probably have to get rid of Alice, which is funny. We could also like get a Nerean. Ah, that's a tough pickle right there. Do not like to see that at all. Okay, now I'm not sure what I want to grab here, but I'm still I don't even know what he does, to be honest. This is very scary though. Not gonna lie, that is not looking great for us. I still think we need to get rid of her just because she puts her skills on cooldown. Okay, I didn't expect that. But what if... I was gonna say, what happens if we're faster? And it seems like we are. Well, Alva helps out here, I guess, right? Okay. So... that's so weird. She was faster than an Arbiter. That's kind of crazy, huh? Okay, sure. Let's just do this. And maybe we can kill something here? No. We don't kill anything. Well, that's not good, because that means Rhodos here can go to town. Wait, what's going on with Rhodos? He's not... he's hitting like a wet noodle, dude. I mean, okay, this guy's only level 70, so maybe that's the problem. Okay. Not dead yet. Not. Oh, come on. Still not my turn, dude. No. Wait, what? Well, I guess I can try to kill that, but not successful. Oh, that's not good. Defense down. Uh-oh. Dude. Where's this lock coming from? From that guy or what? Kind of annoying. It's making sure I can't revive anybody here. Can't do anything, really. Yep, extra turn. Defense down. I wonder if they have accuracy on this guy. Seems like they do. Well, whatever they were doing, it was working out well. Because this guy, I think he was like locking us out. I'm going to check that real quick. Barbarian, I assume? Yeah, this year. For attacking has a chance of stealing buffs. Places block buffs, debuff, and block active skills. Yikes. And this has the debuff spread. Okay, so that was being annoying there. Yeah, GG's. I didn't expect them to ban what they banned, to be honest. So that was on me, for sure. Obviously didn't expect their Alva to be faster than their Arbiter. That was tricky. But that's the thing what you want to do here, right? Is you want to put them on the wrong foot, basically. Make them think something, and then your team's just completely different. That works very, very well. I know a lot of people who just run their Arbiter, and they'll run a different speed booster, and they will always make sure the second speed booster is actually the fastest one. So when people ban the Arbiter, they're like, ha, I didn't really want that guy anyway, you know? So that's a bit of a classic strategy when it comes to live arena. Okay, so they took our gal here. It's fine, I guess. I don't know if I want Ieyasu or this guy yet. Maybe this guy, actually, because then at least I can freeze her. If she's not in Stone Skin, that is. Like, if they're in Stone Skin, I'm pretty much cooked anyway. But now, at least, I might have a shot if they're not in Stone Skin. Because even if they're, like, even if two of these guys are, yeah, 2 out of 4 here are in Stone Skin, Ieyasu can't deal with all, you know, can only deal with 1 in Stone Skin, basically. So this way, we automatically freeze Mithrala, which is otherwise the way for them to cleanse this all off, right? See, because she resists the rest. This is something that I don't understand. Like, why is that going off again? I forget. She has something that does something with debuffs, I remember, but I'm not completely sure what it is. This guy seems to be... See, well, why is he not frozen anymore, man? Like, these are all things I don't understand. Where did the frost go to? Why is this guy not frozen anymore? Riddle me that. Frustrating, for sure. Okay. Well, we're not dead yet. Got that guy down. That's good. So far, I'd say the Stone Skin is feeling safe, right? It's not... I don't feel like the sitting duck that I felt like I was at least last week. Okay. Now the question is, do we try and just rush down this guy? Or maybe I can try and rush down this one. He's first, so yeah, let's do that. Got her. Okay, now I just have to try not to die against this guy. Health swap, sure. Okay, now we shield. And a bit of a smack there. Nothing crazy, but he's also not, you know, that great of a damage dealer. He's also not built that great. Okay, that didn't do that much. Maybe we can freeze them again. This is looking more promising. There you go. Boom. Out of here. All right. Speed up. Smack. I feel like his A1 smacks better than his actual AoE. I think we got it, dude. Yeah. There you go. Not maybe the strongest team. I don't know. But, I mean, this guy is always scary, right? And she's always scary as well. So, I think having the freeze here that can't be resisted for Mithrala was actually what got us the win. Because without that, we could have frozen these other dudes, but she would have cleansed it all off, right? Even though they lost their... I don't even know why they lost the freeze to begin with, but at least she didn't lose the freeze, and neither did she, so that worked out great. Look at that, guys. 1905. If I'm not mistaken, we needed 2,000. Yep, so... We're getting closer to that threshold to have 20% ignore defense in Clan Boss. And that's going to help us push some numbers, of course, because earlier this week, I actually got 60 million on Ultra Nightmare. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. That's still quite a chunk of extra damage we need to find somewhere magically. But, hey, getting some extra ignore defense is definitely going to help us there, so we'll take that. So we get both our speed boosters here, which is nice. Very kind of our friend here, Frodo. I don't know exactly why anyone would pick this instead of this. Is there a reason to take this one instead of this one? Let's see. So that's annoying. Actually, Monkey gets special treatment here, I think. Ooh, and that goes through Stone Skin. Well, let's do this. I think I get rid of her and hope to be faster than this guy. I think that's the way to go. Look at that. We're faster. Well, that makes life a lot easier. Bada boom, bada bang. All right, cool. We get a chest. Nice. Get some energy. I'm not going to claim that yet. 1960. All right, one more dub, and we got that ignore defense going for us. So that's actually huge, right? 8,300. My main is at like 5,400, I think. Yeah, I don't spend too much time on Live Arena. I got a tip on my last video that I should probably just be conceding way faster. Like perhaps even if I like see a guy this caliber and they just start bringing out the big guns, that, you know, I just concede immediately. But I don't know, man. I kind of want to feel it, you know. I want to see it, I want to feel it sometimes too. But I think the idea is, like, if you don't have a lot of time, you just concede and then concede a couple of times so that you get a bot, and then you can win that hopefully pretty easily. But honestly, that's not always the case. That's the weird part. Like, it's not always the case that we win this easily if we're against bots, which is crazy, right? But yeah, we'll see what happens here. Ooh. Okay. So this guy's most likely in Stone Skin. I'm going to gamble and say that this is their fastest champion. It's a wild guess, but I'm going to go ahead and say that's their fastest champion. And that's kind of what you have to do here, right? Like, you have to kind of guess, like, what's going on here. I think here I might have faster champion than this one or this one, but the odds are also that that's not the case, and we're kind of cooked, but we'll see. We at least have a 30% aura over the 28. Yeah, we are faster, and this one is in fact not in Stone Skin. That's crazy. All right, well then I think we should be okay. He can't do anything when he's frozen, I believe, so I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, his passive doesn't do jack. All right. How do we go about this? I think I just kill this one first, then kill that, and yeah, we did it. Beat the big boy here. That's kind of crazy. So it is possible, right, guys? You can actually beat some of these higher level dudes. Let's go ahead and upgrade this bad boy, since you can't get CVC points for this anyway. Really weird. You get CVC points for this. You don't get it for this. What's up with that, Plarium? You want us to do live arena? Well, there's an extra motivation. Give us some points during CVC for this, you know. It's an easy win. Nobody's going to complain if you do that, really. Anywho, this is another place where I can actually probably work on some damage, right? Not really on the team that I have for my unkillable, but specifically more for when I can't use my unkillable. So we can actually up this up 8% with HP or with defense, so that's some extra stats there. Yeah, but this is a big step towards success, I think, right? We also have a lot of crit damage that we can add, like 18% per champion that's quite a chunk actually. So that plus this ignore plus maybe some extra attack here, 12%. I don't know. With a couple of upgrades of champions, you know, gear-wise and stuff, we actually might be able to one key with the current team. Because again, I was over 60 million a couple of times this week, and I was kind of surprised. That was just due to some minor upgrades that I did earlier this week, to some gear and stuff like that. So, anywho, let's continue here. We're 333 away from getting the 4,000. So if I can keep this up a little bit, then we'll be there hopefully by the end of this year. Hopefully. All right. It's all great. I will probably ban Odin here because nobody likes Odin. I play him quite a lot on my main account also when I do live arena. He's a menace for sure. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to go with my stone skin tactic here. Do they ban? I'm going for Odin though. Pretty sure. It's either Odin or it is Mithrala. NANI? Yo, that's a big yikes as well, right? What if I get rid of him? I'm gonna go Odin. I'm not sure if that's correct. This is a hard one because they still get a 28%, but this one also picks up the 28%, right? While if I left this one over, she doesn't get the 28%. But maybe he's just very fast and annoying anyway, so maybe it didn't matter in the first place, right? Hopefully that was the right call. Now they only have one buff stripper instead of two, so maybe one of my stone skins can just stay on. Well, actually, no, they still have two with the Wukong, but hopefully he doesn't have accuracy because that would really suck. On the other hand, if he has a lot of accuracy, he might not do damage, right? We'll see. Okay, she kept her stone skin. That's nice. Are you gonna one-shot something? No. Ah, but you will kill something. What are you gonna kill? Okay. She is so slow, dude. So what I'm going to try and do here is kill Wukong. And I don't know, maybe hope he just like pops back up or something. Like, can I even kill him? Okay, I do. So now I want him to pop back up so that my team gets revived. That's the idea. Wait, they don't get revived? Not even, I thought she always revived everything. Okay, that's annoying. I guess it worked differently than I thought. Oh, and battle that. GG, my dude. I actually thought they would all pop back up, but not the case, unfortunately. Okay, somebody who likes Live Arena even less than I do. Wow, they do have some good champions, though. I'll give them that. I don't know if I want her here or her. I think I'm just gonna go this route. Oh, okay. Of course they go monkey. In that case, I will go with these two. Yeah, and I think I'm getting rid of Sify here. Again, maybe he's faster, but I'm gonna gamble and hope that he is not. Gamble and hope that Sify was actually the fastest in the team, and we gambled correct. Now he gets a turn, which is annoying, but at least we still are able to use these guys, right? All right, very nice. I think I do this for the speed up. Oh yeah, here we go. That one down. I knew I could kill this guy. I'm gonna try it. Ah, we got him. Nice. Okay, now we win, I think. Yeah. Boom. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, that's annoying because now, oh no, I thought maybe Monkey would come back already. That would have been annoying, but yeah, good call, I guess. Getting rid of Sify there. It was my guess that that was going to be the fastest champion, and I think I was correct because this guy was not that fast. You got to remember when you're fighting an Armanz, they also need accuracy, right? And a lot of people can't get high accuracy and get the high speeds. It does happen sometimes. Don't get me wrong. I've fought against Armanzes that were over 400 plus speed and still landed all the debuffs on my team. That happens. But there's very few of those running around, right? Usually they're either low accuracy, just trying to hit like, you know, the Iyasus and the Sir Nicks of the world, and not really trying to deal with anyone who has like 400 resistance or 500 resistance. And then you have the ones that are just trying to hit everyone, and sometimes can even like get Mithralos even debuffed and stuff. So got a little chest here. That's also nice. Yeah, I need a lot of this stuff, so that's great. That's really good. All right, 3 more battles real quick. Can we get them in there? And what's it going to be? Level 63. Now, I've learned that that means nothing because if you can see here, guy actually has 6,000 and trophies already. So they're either just grinding like a madman, or this is maybe the only thing they actually play in the game. It does indicate that they don't farm that much though, so I guess that's a plus for us. Let's get this guy, I said girl, pretty sure I said girl. We'll get this one again. Nicely sets up our Madame Noelle. Okay, so that's what I mean when I say don't mind the level, because it could also just be whales, you know, and you know, then doesn't really matter, right? Who cares if you're a whale? I'm gonna do this, I think. I don't know if that's correct. I don't know what she does, to be honest. I do know I'm gonna get rid of him because he ignores my freeze and he puts my stuff on cooldown. He's not cool. I don't love him. Okay, they get rid of the main damage dealer, which is also a good idea for them. But I think we still have a pretty good chance here. So we do this. We freeze your butts. There you go. We do this. And yeah, let's just do that. Okay. Speed people up. I think we got this. I would be surprised if we still lose this one. But, I mean, never say never, of course. Put some debuffs on you. Or he can revive, right? Can he revive? I think he can revive. I forget.
Gonna learn today.
Isn't he like the reviver that also just... Oh, there you go. Reviver that also just for some reason hits pretty hard. As if hitting hard isn't bad enough. You can also just revive people for no reason at all. Cool. Smackaroo. And okay, we got him. Sheesh, dude. Kind of crazy. You have all these champions at level 63. I can't even get them at level 100. Pusky. It's a Pusky cat. Nobody is grabbing Arbiter. What is going on? Like, in the previous weeks, most of my losses were because people took Arbiter. That's why I actually made this video today. That's why I put people into Stone Skin, specifically for that reason. Now nobody's picking Arbiter. Nobody cares. They're like, nah, you can have her. They're messing with me for sure. I do feel like this is going to be a big fat W though, because, or W, a big fat L, I mean, a big fat W for them, for Puski. But for me, it feels pretty bad. Pretty bad indeed, yes. Shoot, man. I'm just grabbing Lydia to perhaps block this. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if her husband shows up here somewhere. Oh, there he is. What do you know? There he is. Okay, well, I think, pretty sure we're just absolute toast here. Gonna get rid of him still, I think. And, okay, that makes me think that they're in Stone's Clan. Is that silly to think? And because of that, I might just want more attack or more resistance, perhaps. Let's do more resistance. I don't know if that's correct, but something in me says that because of that ban, yeah, see, they're in Stone Skin. Okay. So, try to freeze you. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that was correct or no, but I'm going to say it was not correct probably, but yeah. Through my Stone Skin. All right, look at that. Yeah, that was pretty much expected. Not sure why we get paired against people like that, or like this even. Like, there has to be like more of a range of players you play against, no? Like, why am I paired up against somebody who has clearly played 3 times as much as my account? It just sounds kind of silly. Like, I feel like I should only be paired against like 3,000 to 4,000, or yeah, I don't know, maybe even 3,500 to 4,000. But maybe there's just not enough people playing live arena, and you just get these kind of pairings. I don't know. It's pretty silly, to say the least. But hey, we'll see. We beat an 8,000 player earlier, or was it 6,000? 6,000 maybe. Yeah. But overall, I think we're doing a better job than last week. Again, that's not very difficult, but improvement is always good. So that guy again, huh? And he even has like the stone skin kill thing. All right. I hope he doesn't ban my Iyasu, because I think I want Iyasu for this one. The single target smack to ignore whatever Duchess is doing. But Duchess could also just be like mega tanky and fast, because, well, 6-star blessing is a lot of stats. And also just +3. Dude, I don't expect to win this in the slightest, really. But it feels like they're not even playing. It feels like they're just running this on auto and getting... Because these are like the first guys in your list, right? These would be the first, and these would be the first, I think. I'm not sure. Well, Iyasu. And what is our second one? I guess this guy again. Just overall has a little bit more stats and hits less hard, but I also need to get rid of his blessing. I tried something with him in Amius with an accuracy build, right? And, you know, trying to have him be somebody who lands this on Amius, but that didn't really work out too well. But I need to get rid of this again. Sheesh guy. I think I'm still just getting rid of this. She's going to get shept. Oh well. Yeah. I don't know how this is going to... Well, no, I do know how this is going to go, but I just want to see it, you know? I just want to see it. I can press this cross already and just be like, all right, you win, but I just want to see it. I also want to, like, witness what a Duchess like this is like, because I'm never going to have a Duchess like that. If Raid exists in 10 years and I'm still willing to play the game in 10 years, who knows? But I don't even think in 10 years, to be honest. Without spending money, probably no shot. Okay, she's a fastest. That's kind of fine, I think. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of bars here, which means there's a lot of HP normally. Come on, my guy. Keep me hanging like this, bro. Am I ever going to kill this with one hit? Nope, I'm not. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try... Well, actually, I was going to say maybe I kill this guy with one hit. And since that is the case, that's what I was hoping for right there. Now, I don't know if that's really going to help me much, but it might buy me a turn. Not really. Okay. I'm done, I guess. But, I mean, Can't say it was a bad day. We got ourselves more ignore defense here. Let's see what the battle log says. 2 losses, 2 victories, 3 losses, 4 losses. So 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 6 out of 10 victories today. That's a win in my book. That's good. So I guess the stone skin can stay, and definitely be using it to try and get up to those 4,000 trophies and finally be done with that. Yeah. But yeah, that was it for this week again, guys. Sorry it's another live arena video, but again, there's not that much going on for us here. Currently, we're just pretty much chilling until something with perhaps Leonardo comes into the game. We have Raphael right here, which is my favorite turtle. Has always been my favorite turtle, but we can't use him on this account, unfortunately. And even on the main account, it's not really worth trying to go for him. I still have one of those white shards going for him on the main account, so maybe I'll try that and try and get, you know, either one of these two or April for that matter. But yeah, thank you again for joining me this week. If you have any questions, any remarks, please leave them in the comments, and like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.